You have heard the reading of the scripture coming from the book of Ephesians. I have been studying this book for a while. One time, this was one of my favorite books. Ephesians. I found out that I don't agree with everything that the theologians say. Amen. Because I realize that God gives me purpose and meaning also. Amen. I realize that in different settings, God works in different ways.
Amen.
What God is to me may not be what God is to you. Amen. But we need to know something about our relationship with God. Amen. I said we need to know. Amen. I'm not talking about just an individual. I'm talking about a group of people. Amen. We need to know where we stand. Amen. We need to know about the right relationship with God. Amen. For so long we have been tossed to and fro. God, grace and God's mercy has come upon the man. And we can be a people. Amen. To God be the glory. Yes. Amen. We are equal. Amen. To God be the glory. And we got Paul talking. Amen. And it's so important to understand a little bit about Paul talking to the Ephesians. Amen. And I want you to understand that Ephesians was considered Gentiles. Amen. And a Gentile is not a Jew. Amen. You know, and a Jew is not considered a Gentile. Amen. I see a division here. Amen. I see a division in this context. And if you look at verse 11, in chapter 2, you hear Paul talking to the Gentiles. Amen. Those who are not Jews. Amen. Those who are not God's chosen people. Amen. And he's talking to those who were not. Amen. And he's calling them to remember something. He says, remember that at one time, you Gentiles by birth, amen, called the uncircumcision, by those, now listen how he put it, by those who are called the circumcision. Amen. There is a division among the people. He said, remember at one time that this is what separated you, circumcision and uncircumcision. You get what I'm trying to say? Because the circumcision was a sign of the covenant with God. Amen. And the Gentiles were not under that what? Covenant. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? And sometimes we try to be something that we are what? We are not. Amen. And a lot of times my people back home used to tell me, you are who you are. Amen. And you don't get too big for your what? Britches. And you have to remember where you what? Came from. Now it's so important that you understand this part. Because this is a physical thing. This is a physical thing. This is something that was made in the flesh by a human hand. Amen. Now, I want you to understand that you are not God's people by human what? Hands. Amen. I want you to understand that I can do a whole lot of things to you, but I can't make you a child of God. Amen. I want you to understand that only God can make you a child of God. And if you're going to change in your life, only God can change you. That's right. Amen. A lot of folks walk around here like they gone. Hello, somebody. But you are not God. You got